O'clock is going to be the next shot for you to get to Vegas. Your second and last keyword of the day for our iHeartRadio Music Festival, which is a few weeks away. We'll have trips for you through the first week of September. So next few weeks, you got plenty of chances to win these. Rover hands you off a trip in the morning, I think at the 9 o'clock hour, and then 5 o'clock every afternoon I'll have a trip for you. It's you and a friend out there to Vegas. I think it's the weekend of the 23rd and the 24th of next month. And it's you and a pal. It's the Black Keys, and it's Pat Benatar, and it's Marcus Mumford, and a whole lot of other acts to play. So tickets for that fly out, put you up, throw you $1,000 as well to do with whatever you see fit. So 5 o'clock today, listen for that keyword. And I'll try to get it as close to 5 o'clock as I possibly can. Sometimes I get all chatty, and then I forget. Live stream, now that we're in the new digs, is available to you. If you go to alancoxshow.com, you can, of course, watch there. And always thank you to whoever's helping out with the live stream. Thank you to Peter Show to Do, who's helping out today. Thank you. Show to Do is the last name there. Is the engineer confused about what's happening, or?
I think that guy's always confused.
Okay. He told me he was going to come put the monitor back on the wall, and I said, well, you have about 2.5 minutes until I'm back on the air. And he said, okay, I'll come back. I think he might have misunderstood.
I say just let's get him in here and get the monitor on the wall.
He can absolutely come in and do it. We can do the show around him. That's fine. He can come in and take care of that. A lot of people are team. Who did?
Iceville.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Over there?
Yeah, I had a lid on my thing and everything.
Into something?
No.
Just onto the floor of the chair.
All right. You know, somebody texted me in the break, and he's like, what's wrong with you guys? I keep my house at 78 degrees so that my wife's not wearing. I'm like, what are you growing, bananas? 78? Jesus Christ. That's like, oh, I see what's going on.
Dude,
that's like pound cake temperatures.
There you go.
my apartment was a consistent 74. And that's
74.
That's where I'm comfortable to wear like a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, or even a tank top and shorts is 74. Like, I wouldn't turn my air conditioning unit on unless it was over 80 degrees. I would just leave my windows open and be very happy sitting in 78, 79 degree weather.
Well, a lot of the people who texted me in the break, and I assume most of them are women, which I totally get, the bra and all that. But most of them are Team Mary.
Yes,
They're
you want to be comfortable
I walk
at home.
in my right, but it'd be different if you took the bra off. And by the way, if you take your bra off and the house is cold, that's perfect. By the way, high beams, baby.
It's not even about the bra at that point. It's about my legs being open and exposed.
Yeah.
No, the skin on them. Exposed skin makes me cold, so I'm not wearing shorts if it's 68 degrees in the house.
I get goosebumps.
It's too cold. I'm uncomfortable.
All right.
Or then I'm going to wear shorts and a tank top with my high beams on, and I'm under 2 blankets because I'm freezing. So what's the difference?
So your boyfriend's not benefiting from the high beams.
Right. I just like being comfortable when I'm at home.
Ellen, your job is already pretty comfortable. You're most likely not exerting yourself during the day, so becoming more comfortable when you go home isn't needed.
Why is that?
No, that's not the same thing at all. If you want to sit and relax and watch TV, I don't want to have jean buttons digging into my belly.
Yeah, that's just somebody trying to take the piss, but... but 78 degrees. Holy cow.
I wouldn't keep my heat that high, but if the house got up to 78 on a warm day, I wouldn't turn the air on.
Understood.
Let's replace that incarcerated word with a naughty man or a naughty woman.
I like that a lot more.
A
That's
naughty
great.
man.
Or a naughty woman. Right. New York State, we were talking briefly before the break, New York State is changing the word inmate to incarcerated person because they think that reduces the stigma there. And naughty man and naughty woman might be a different way to go about it. I don't hate that at all.
Let's replace that incarcerated word with a naughty man or a naughty woman.
Yeah, but you have to say it like that.
Naughty woman.
Right. So at the sentencing, that's how the judge has to refer to you.
Naughty man, 58374, please approach the bench.
Right.
That's kind of hot. You've been very naughty. Very, very
Naughty, naughty.
I said
Alan, how
sincere.
about those with severe freedom deficits? Well, it's again, you're moving in the direction there of more syllables rather than fewer. I know that they weren't changing it because of that reason. But again, a lot of times, even if I think it's silly, I see where they're coming from. This one I don't get at all. I don't get. Now, if the word inmate, if you're incarcerated in Australia, that has a whole different meaning, right? Because they're just...
Inmate mayor here. Things are getting weird in the incarceration.
I'm inmate.
I'm
Leave
inmate.
me alone. We're having some quiet, private time.
Listen, between the hours of 9 p.m. and 1 a.m., I do what I want. It's the
Yeah.
only freedom I have.
That's right.
God, I haven't done that in a long time.
Are you an inmate mate?
Inmate.
I'm
Inmate,
inmate.
Inmate mate?
I'm an innate mate.
Tell Mary she better lock up Santora sloppers at gmail.com. Right? You already got the toes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to be... I mean, the toes is one thing. This is
I'm not putting
a
my
whole other
boobs
thing.
out there. Yeah,
Alan,
no.
my wife of 28 years, starts to undo her bra as soon as we get into the SUV on the way home.
Dude.
Again, I fully understand the bra thing.
I don't wear a bra while I drive. To a gig, you know how many times I have left town, not put a bra on because I don't like wearing one while I drive, and then got into the gig and been like, great, now I have no bra.
I
for the
forgot
week.
that I wasn't. No, you're on a road trip. Like, I understand all that.
This explains why Mary has so much road work.
Because I never wear a bra.
The booker's like, there's something about her. I don't
she's-
like her.
I don't know what it is.
She just
but I
ropes the crowd right in. You know,
really
they
like
can't
what she's
stop
doing.
staring.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I do shows with no bra on either.
That somehow doesn't make me feel any better. And I
was
don't know
talking to
why.
Mary.
It should make me feel better. Hey, gas prices have dropped for the past 70 days.
No.
Yes.
They're back up because they were down
Nope.
to like 340 by me, and now they're back up to like 360 something.
I mean, I paid $3.85 this morning. I just haven't seen anywhere it's $3.40.
It was a few weeks ago,
No,
whenever I was in
this
New York.
says longest falling streak since 2015.
Well,
Gas
whatever.
prices in the U.S. have fallen for 70 days straight. That's good news. People are making these road trips,
Mm-hmm.
right? Summer's almost here.
What?
Start over.
Summer's almost here.
Over. Almost over.
What? It's almost here.
You
Bill.
missed it.
Oh, God, I've been working the whole time.
Yeah, right. You were
Summer already over?
up in...
I was just in a river.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm in a river. I was just sitting in a river. I had my nuts in ice-cold upper Michigan river water, only 3 feet deep there on the Manistee. And you'd sit there, and it was ice cold.
And you were like, man, I can't wait for summer.
Oh, I said, just wait until summer hits. This trip is the perfect pre-season, pre-summer getaway. But, you know, as summer winds down, so does all the driving. And so that means that the gas prices are still going to continue on that downward trajectory. Before you know it, we're going to be paying 48 cents a gallon.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be really nice.
That's going to be the best part
Dude, flights aren't
of the
falling.
whole thing.
Flights are not falling.
I
I
hope
hope
so.
not. That's what air traffic controllers
prices.
are there
Flight
for.
prices are not.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, to be specific.
Come
I
on,
would say.
flight prices.
Mary
God.
over here cheering for flights to fall out of the sky.
No,
Yep. She'd
I
be the
have-
first one tearing her bra off when that thing starts to go into an uncontrolled vertical dive
That's
while she's...
That's
she's
why
like,
it
"Well, I'm
falls.
I'm never going to get to my destination. Why the hell am I going to wear this uncomfortable
I'm making a break.
boulder holder?
Making a break for the snack cart. Forget about my diet now. You're never getting somebody, Mary.
He wants Pringles on his way
You
down.
never get it,
No,
yeah.
I get one of those, whatever those crackers or
Stroop
cookies.
waffles.
Oh,
Stroop waffles.
Oh, those things
so
are good.
So good.
That'd be if Poundcake was sitting close to the cockpit and the snack cart, because they're in an uncontrolled dive, the snack cart rolls all the way up the aisle. He would catch it, and his last minutes would be chowing down on that drink and snack cart.
How did that chowing down go again, Poundcake?
No, he went. He did something. Gas is $3.39 in Lorraine, $3.20 in Columbus.
Yeah, it's like 360 something by me.
A friend of mine who lives in California grew up hardcore evangelical, and then she reached the age of reason, and now she's an atheist and living her life as you can once you divest yourself of all that nonsense, right? But her mom back in Pittsburgh is still very much into Jesus. And so my friend took her mom and some relatives to see this band Stryper Remember Stryper?
I don't.
They were an 80s Jesus hair band, and they had an album called The Yellow and Black Attack. And so they had costumes that were all yellow and black stripes. Very literal in the 80s with hair bands. Very literal, right? You might recall Def Leppard used to have a hearing-impaired leopard on stage with them.
It didn't start as
it
a
would go,
hearing-impaired leopard.
It didn't start that way.
Yeah. All those
After a
years.
couple of Def Leppard early shows, it asked for its ears to be euthanized. But I bring up Stryper because this is a band that just started a tour, and they've already had to postpone it because they don't have enough roadies. They said gas is too expensive. And I mean, out of all the bands that probably need to get out there and make some dough, Stryper is, they've got a fan base, but that's a holdover fan base from, 1986. And they said it's just too expensive to be out there touring.
Dude, it really is.
If you're a massive band, if you're Coldplay and you're selling out 2 nights at Soldier Field, which I'm still in awe of, one of the couples on our trip, not the one that was screaming at each other, but one of the couples on our trip mentioned that they went to one of the Coldplay shows at Soldier Field. And I was like, really? They go, oh, yeah, we went into, they all live in Michigan. So went into Chicago and stayed the weekend, a hotel and the whole thing. I was like, wow, for Coldplay. They're like, that's a good show. Really good show. You want to talk about chatting in between the songs.
Ugh.
You're talking about Rise Against. Oh, my God, Chris
That's
Martin.
so annoying.
We're all here together, and let's just take a moment to put your phones down. Bands, you got to stop telling people to put their phones down. I get what you're trying to do, and I agree with you, but you got to stop wasting time telling people to put their phones down.
No, I don't. I disagree with that.
People know they can put their phones down and live, quote, in the moment. They don't need to be told that. They opt to not do that. So let's just move on. We're in 2022. And, I know when you're on stage and you want that kind of vibe. I'm sure when you're on stage, it feels different to see a huge crowd of people with their phones up. So I'm sure that kind of sucks. But it's not like people don't know that they can, I can put my phone down?
In all honesty,
They don't need to be told that.
In all honesty, there's nothing more annoying than having your phone on at a concert. You don't get any reception for whatever reason. Your phone is always slow because you don't have any reception.
That depends on what kind of service you've got. Maybe you're that way, but not everybody's that way. And if you're at an outdoor show, it doesn't matter.
And also, they're not necessarily using it in a way where they need reception. They could just be filming it and saving it on their phone.
Well, I just feel like that you're a walk-in promotion at that point. If you post that video, other people are going to see your show and want to come to it. And if you miss out by not being in the moment, you're like, oh, man, I could have actually been in the moment on that. Instead, I was recording.
But my point is, first of all, let's not overestimate the amount of promotion somebody gets from somebody in the audience filming there. If you're Coldplay and you're doing 2 sold-out nights at Soldier Field, you don't need some jamoke in the audience. They're not promoting your show.
Maybe
They're
that's why they sold out 2 nights. It's because all these people posting on their stories.
Cell phone video.
Yeah.
Dude, this happened to me not too long ago. A month ago, I was at Brothers Lounge on a Wednesday, and there was a listener, front row, and she had her phone up, but I didn't notice it for a few minutes. And I looked over, I was like, yo, come on. I'm working on some new stuff. I don't necessarily want this out there. And she goes, I'm live on Instagram. And I was like, oh, so you're just putting the show out that all these people paid for. You're just putting it out for free on your Instagram. And I started to get really upset. And then I was like, wait a minute, how many followers do you have? She's like, 103. I was like, it's fine. The 2 people watching your Instagram live, I don't think it's that big of a deal
How many followers do you have?
that this is out there.
What if you said 103,000? Then what? Would you change your tune?
I would be. I don't want. The thing about comedy is that when you're working on new stuff, if people see it before it's done, they'll be like, "Oh, that's not funny," or "That's stupid." You know what I mean?
It doesn't make it any less. I get what you're saying, but it's also, it seems silly for somebody to be in a club and doing Instagram Live and
to her followers, not even on my
Right.
channel. I had somebody do that for me. She just went live on Instagram.
Now,
Which
if
is
it was somebody
fine.
that was really famous and they go, who is this? Then you gain followers from it, then that's good too.
But she wasn't.
Right.
She had
I
100
understand. I know.
Still, for a civilian, 103 followers sounds like a lot of people.
No,
It's not?
no.
Because
No.
bots and stuff.
Everyone has an Instagram.
No, I understand that, but that doesn't mean 103 people are going to follow you.
103 is not.
I mean,
a lot
there's
at
people
all.
on social.
I
For
feel like
regular,
100 is a pretty normal number.
See, I don't know because we do this, and so our numbers are really skewed. Like, I don't know what a normal person, if somebody, we've all seen people who just want to troll us or whatever, and they have 47 followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always thinking, wow, you got 47 other people, and it doesn't take anything. Click a follow button, right?
Right. And a lot of people follow back no matter what.
Right.
They're not even paying attention.
But for a woman at a comedy club in suburban Detroit
No, this
to
was
have
here.
100, well, okay, here, just a lady in the crowd to have 100, that means 103 people. Let's say she's a secretary of Progressive, Did you do any work with her? What did she say she did? Did she say she did anything for a living?
She
or-
was very, very drunk. So it was one of those where she was kind of chirping throughout the whole show. And then
Maybe
when
she's known for drunk Instagram lives.
I don't think so. And then when I got up
She
there,
will be now.
she was kind of wavering with her phone up, like kind of around. And I was like, "Are you recording me right now?" I was like, "Come on." I kind of like lightly reprimanded her. I was like, "Hey, put your phone away. Like, what are you doing?" And then she's like, "I'm on Instagram Live." And I was like, "All right, how many followers do you have?" Because if it was going out to a bunch of people and I had just done a brand new chunk that wasn't very funny yet, that's the last thing I want people to see. But if it's 2 people, it's like, whatever.
Huh.
Don't you think?
Why would you be doing this? Was an open mic?
No, it was a show.
Why would you be doing a chunk that wasn't funny?
It's not that it wasn't funny. It's just not funny yet. How else am I going to work on new material?
Open mics.
No, I don't have time.
Well, then, I mean,
If I have 45 minutes, I can take 5 minutes and do new stuff.
what I'm saying is, and I'm with you, I think the phone thing is lame, but it's not her fault if the bit's not finished yet.
You shouldn't be recording anybody at a live show.
I agree.
to begin
I'm
with.
fully with you. I'm just saying that, like, if she's, because my thought is always, there's nothing you can do about people with their phones now. Everybody has one. Everybody does whatever they want to do with them, unless you're somebody that's passing out yonder bags. Unless you're a Chappelle or a Rock or a somebody else,
Yeah.
where the phone goes in the bag, there's nothing you can do about it.
I get that.
So
Doesn't
for
make it any less
Coldplay to go,
annoying.
let's just live in the moment. Yeah, they know that. They know they can do that. They have opted to not live in the moment. They've opted. There's like friggin' people at some outdoor festivals with iPads. iPads.
Old grandmas holding them
Yeah.
up.
Not grandmas, like just people that have, I don't know, influencers or something. They've got the shoulder bag with an iPad in it, holding it up. Now, my thought is, rather than complain about that, I won't stand behind that person. I'll move,
Sure.
right? I've filmed things at shows. I've filmed little, snippets and segments and posted them on my story or something. But I'm usually like away from other people. But I mean,
It's not gonna
I'll
be
do
by
that.
those plebeians.
Huh?
You're not by those plebes.
Well, no, but I'm just saying,
The
like,
pores.
if somebody was behind me, I wouldn't feel comfortable holding my phone.
Right.
When Foo Fighters came through when they were getting inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or when Green Day did it when they were getting inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, when we saw both of those bands at the House of Blues, everybody has their phone up. There's nothing you can do about that. So if you're on the floor, you're looking over everybody's phones.
Yeah.
And if you're old enough, you go, that sucks.
Yeah.
I remember when everybody was kind of in it and but I don't know. There's no turning that back.
My phone died.
We've put this technology in the hands of monkeys, us, and said, here, you have access to everything now. You can document whatever you want. Be smart about it. So, I see it as there's a balance. There's a give and take. Are people going to film at a concert? Yes. But are they also going to film somebody eating it on a curb? Yes.
See, that's funny, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's important. You
Yeah,
need
that's
that
the
one.
stuff
know?
that
You need
needs
that
to be
one.
filmed.
Yes, that's a good news, bad news situation.
And also with the way fans are rushing the stage, people are getting slapped and stuff like that. We need the viral clip wherever we can get it.
It's true.
We need it.
All right, I'm wrong. Film my shows.
I'm not
whatever.
saying you're wrong. I fully understand where you're coming from. I'm just saying that when artists chastise people, like Bill has grabbed people's phones from them.
Sure have.
I
Do
feel
it
like
again.
comedy's different than music.
It is.
I'll do it.
I
again,
agree with
too.
that. It is. It's more intimate. You're in a thing.
That was also 10 years ago too.
Well, I mean, whatever. I'm just saying
Sure.
you have done that too.
My phone died at the Rise Against concert, and I wish that it was alive so I could play a game and be entertained. I'm so mad at him.
Candy Crush. I'm so mad at you. I wish my phone wasn't dead.
You could have just left.
Travis says,
No.
Alan, I'm a loser, and I have almost 500 followers on Instagram. Wow. Good
Well, because
for
it's
you.
common interest stuff too. So if you post about video games, then people who also follow video game hashtags might find you, you know?
Good for you.
Plus, you know more people than you think you do. Even like people from your high school will follow you.
I
or-
know fewer people than I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an anomaly.
Well, I wear jeans at home, so what do you want from me? I got to take a break. I will have those Mushroom Head Halloween show tickets for you later on. Also, hook you up for Hatebreed. Got that ticket to Vegas to give away. Trip, rather, for you and a friend to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Those Pumpkins tickets later on, too. They're doing the Romo Fijo with Jane's Addiction right before Halloween, so all that coming up. You can text 35192 for anything else, and you can listen anywhere on